Tate and I actually chatted a lot a couple years ago.
Okay.
We were following each other on Instagram. We kind of exchanged. We were kind of shooting the shit.
It's super crazy because the kind of the space we're in on Twitter, they call it like money Twitter or whatever, business Twitter. He was one of like the big people in that like 3-4 years ago. And then he kind of blew up out of nowhere. So the people in our space kind of saw him come out of nowhere. And it's cool that you also knew who he was as well before this big kind of like blow up.
Yeah, I actually like I had a friend I knew, and he was like, "Yo, check out this guy Tate. This is a couple years ago. And I go on his channel, and he's got this YouTube video talking about like body language, how like basically the Russian special forces or whatever they were very stoic and they'd talk and they wouldn't move, which was a problem because if you're gonna freaking attack someone, they see it coming, so they learn to use their hands and talk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this dude is like talking about like any moment, regular life, being ready for combat. I was like, that's freaking gangster. I like that. And so, and the way he talked, I was like, this is like he's saying some freaking smart stuff. So I saw him very early before he became extremely controversial. And we chatted. We were supposed to kind of hang out and stuff like that. It didn't happen. And also, like, Canada was in lockdown for a while, but yeah, I got a good. Yeah.
On that note, that's super cool. I think that's super cool. Kind of like worlds colliding, right? But what are your thoughts on quote the Matrix and these endocrine disruptors and the corporate system and whatnot? Do you believe there's like conspiracy there, etc.? Or like, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I think that like the world we live in now is very different than, you know, our parents' generation, for example. I mean, even going back 50 years, a man, you know, or a single person could work and buy a home, get 2 cars, have 3 kids, support a family. It's not like you can't do that today.
Yeah.
Like maybe some places you can, but if you're in the big city, you're in Toronto, LA, Miami, it's like it's not a reality. Even people with pretty good jobs can barely like the idea of having 3 kids is like, you know, both people have to work now and everyone's stressed and no one has like, yes, there are people that are making, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, millions of dollars a month, but that's such a tiny minority.
Right. And the traditional gender roles are kind of ruined because of that. Would you say?
Yeah. How do you mean?
Like both the female and the male working rather
Right.
than the man going to work and making the money for the family.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't
like,
support it.
you know, when I like kind of partner or like, you know, find a partner and stuff like that, like she's not going to be working. There's no reason for that.
Yeah.
You know, I will handle, like, I will, you know, work on the money. Like my mom stayed at home, and he kind of, and it was you know, if my mom would have been working, it would have no benefit. Like you need, like, yeah. So but yeah, now I don't think most people can't do it. Like a guy that's making $150,000 a year in Toronto still needs more money coming in if he's going to have kids.